Hi everyone! For those of you who haven't seen me, my name is Heidi and I wanted to welcome you guys to our first installment of our new Sunday segment. Before we kick it off, I actually wanted to make an announcement that we will be renaming this segment to Spill the C. That is C for creativity, C for cult creative, C for conversation, C for cake, i.e. food, which is a passion of mine. So moving forward, when you see our calendar come up, don't be confused when you see Spill the C, because that is what we're going to be calling this segment moving forward. So what can you expect from Spill the C? So every Sunday, I'm going to sit down with you and we're going to kick things off by doing a quick recap of what Cult Creative has been up to over the course of the week. Then we're going to jump into introducing all of you guys to some really cool, kind, and creative things that we found that is still very relevant to our themes for the week. So on this week's Spill the Sea, we'll be covering 3 different topics. As I mentioned, we're always going to kick it off by doing a quick recap of what Cult Creative has been up to. Then I'm going to move into talking about some charities that you can contribute to that are helping both people and animals in need this RMO. And finally, we're going to move into talking about some mini projects that you can take on right in the comfort of your home that are both fun and sustainable. All the timestamps for these 3 different topics are going to be provided in the caption if you would like to skip to a specific topic. So based off of our theme for this week, which was morals, ethics, and creativity, our 3 featured local makers were Eat Shoots and Roots, The Lips Carpenter, and Unplugged. It was honestly really great for us to be able to sit down with these brands because they have truly shown us that it is possible for us to make better choices when we're purchasing our product, and it's great that we can do so by supporting more sustainable and ethical brands that are local right here in KL. Our creative crushes for this week, who were Suri Mirzani, Diana Andiani, and Suji Lee, definitely encapsulate those very same values, because what's really great about their art form is that they are all extremely low waste. And we rounded up our week with 2 Instagram live sessions. On Thursday, we sat down with Jiman Casablancas, who is the founder and chief strategist at JCPR. As an ex-freelancer himself, appropriately so, his topic was on freelancers and how you can pivot your skill set. So for those of you creative freelancers who joined us on Thursday, we hope that the talk has helped you to inject some direction into your plans as we move forward from this RMO. And on Friday, we sat down with internationally published photographer and videographer Nadira Zakaria to talk about creativity and collaboration. So obviously, every creator is capable of creating amazing things on their own. However, at Cult Creative, because we are part of a collective, we believe that you can also be very strong when working with one another. So we hope that those of you who joined us on Friday have been inspired and gain a little bit of knowledge about how to kind of work on projects with other creators, but at the same time still maintain a sense of yourself and still inject your identity into everything that you create. Now moving on, I'm going to be discussing how we can all give back by contributing to charities that are going towards helping both people and animals this RMO. And also, just a quick disclaimer, don't worry about catching all of the information all at once, because all of these charities that I'm about to mention are available on the hashtag Kita Jaga Kita official portal. So do check that out if you want to contribute, because every page will have a detailed step-by-step on how you can donate and also what type of donations that they're taking. Also, side note, if you notice my eyes just like going to the side a lot, it's because my notes are there and I don't want to forget any of this important information. So just want to put it out there because my eyes will probably be doing this dancing. Sorry about that. So understandably, with everything going on right now, many of us are consumed first and foremost with thoughts on how to care for ourselves and also our close community around us. However, we do have to remember that there are other people here in Malaysia who are also affected by the MCO. And this is where this first charity that I'll be talking about today comes in. So this first charity is called Beyond Borders, and they promote the rights of migrants and stateless people here in Malaysia. So during this time, they have launched an initiative called Beyond Borders COVID-19 Donation Drive, which is a fundraiser to provide groceries to migrant and stateless communities here in Malaysia during the MCO. as with some of us, they are separated from their family, and they do not have the same luxuries that we do as locals and as citizens. So whatever help that we can contribute to them during this trying time would be very much appreciated. Next, I'd like to talk about the Bulu Bulu initiative. So because of the RMO, many restaurants, food stalls, and offices have had to close down, and unfortunately that has left a lot of stray animals without anybody to give them food. So this is where the Bulu Bulu initiative comes in. So they're asking for 3 different types of contributions. That is, you can donate supplies, you can volunteer to feed the strays in your area, or you can donate 5-liter or 9-liter water bottles to them to be converted into feeders. And this is honestly what I really love about this charity. It is something that you can do right from home. It's as simple as just providing food for the stray animals in your area, in your neighborhood, to contribute towards the Bulu Bulu initiative. So once again, everyone, do check out the hashtag Kita Jaya Kita official portal for more extensive information on the 2 charities that I have mentioned, as well as for a more extensive list of all the ongoing initiatives that are happening during this RMO that are going towards helping people and animals in need. So now moving into something a little bit more fun, we're going to be talking about mini projects that you can undertake during this RMO. So the first one is inspired by our creative crushes for this week, and that is you can upcycle your clothing. So what's great about doing this is it allows you to create new pieces without contributing to any type of textile waste. So different people upcycle their clothing very differently. Some people do painted jeans, some people, like our creative crush, Mizani, she creates 2-piece sets from clothing that she thrifts. So she's made 2-piece sets out of kimonos, out of dresses, and if you guys want to see that, you can check out her page. It's at Mizani. And also other people do patchwork and embroidered clothing. So I actually have an example here for all of you, and this was actually made by my sister. So this is a shirt that she patchworked with some leftover denim that we had in our house. So again, contributing to the reduction of textile waste. So this is a bunch of denim patches that she stitched onto the shirt, and then she hand embroidered the entire thing. So what's really great about upcycling your clothing is that, again, you'll come out with a bunch of new pieces without contributing to any additional waste. Another mini project that you can undertake is actually also to produce your own kombucha. So kombucha is produced when a SCOBY, which is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, is dropped into a pot of sweetened black tea, and that's kind of like a basic kombucha. So what happens is that through the fermentation process, it will create live cultures which are probiotic. And the beauty of these little live cultures is that it's very good for your gut health. So I've noticed that a bunch of people have been talking about how their skin has been suffering due to the RMO. And from personal experience, I can testify that probiotics is actually a super big help when it comes to regulating acne, especially when it comes to adult acne, which tends to be more hormonal or cystic. So the main reason why I encourage others to make their own kombucha is because it's the easiest way for you to make sure that your probiotics are actually still alive when you consume your drink. So in the case of some kombuchas, especially those that are imported from out of the country, they tend to be pasteurized in order to make sure they don't spoil over the trip. And so when this happens, they actually end up killing off a large chunk, if not all, of the probiotics, live probiotics in your drink. So when that happens, you will no longer get the health benefits that come from drinking fresh kombucha. So that's why I would encourage people to opt into either making your own kombucha, or a close second is actually to purchase from your local kombucha manufacturers. And that's all I have for you this week. So once again, thank you so much for joining me on today's Spill the Sea. What do you think of this new segment? What did you enjoy? What do you want to see? Do let us know in the comments. Also, what have you been up to this RMO? What are some of your mini projects? Do tag us, #CultCreativeKL, because we would love to see. And speaking of, do stay tuned to our page, that is tish.my, or you can search up Cult Creative KL, because we will be putting out more content for you to enjoy. So we hope to see you there. So have a great rest of the weekend, guys. See you next week. And this is Heidi saying bye.